What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Tarot Magic Intuitive Guidance. Yes, I'm in my gym clothes, and it's not because I'm heading to the gym. I actually was going to go like this morning after my coffee and my water and supplements and journaling, and I get downstairs and it was like they took all the equipment out. Granted, they are building like a new gym, but that's not open yet. And they got all new equipment. So it's like, why did you take this stuff out of it? I mean, it makes no sense. Anyway, I have to join a gym for like a month. They said a couple of weeks, but in South Florida, that means double it or triple it. Because, everyone's on what I call beach time. No one's in a real hurry. So I'm like just annoyed by that. But nothing is stopping me from my fitness flow. All right? Keeps me looking young, keeps me fit, and helps my brain function, helps me sleep better, all that jazz. So anyway, Libra, you're up. And there will be an extended after this. If you choose to join, you have access to all the extendeds and exclusive content, which I haven't really had time to make exclusive content lately, but I will. Also, if you're watching this on Substack, the reading I posted last night went really, really deep, and it was too long to post on Substack. So you're going to have to go to YouTube to watch it. The channel is called Tarot Magic Intuitive Guidance, like I just said. But it was really deep. It just got really deep. I used that biblical tarot again, and I was like, man, I'm getting downloads from that thing like I never have. Thanks to my handy dandy magnifying glass where I can actually read it. All right, Libra. What is the overall message for Libra? You don't have to be a Libra for this to resonate with you. Libra rules the 7th house, which is romantic partnerships. So it could apply to that for you. Oh, power of purpose. This looks like the Wheel of Fortune. And I got the book this time. Because yesterday I was trying to dig for the book and I couldn't find it. Or it could, Libra is also represented by the Justice card. So it could be about something that was unfair that was done to you. Because like I always say, when the Justice card shows up, that means an injustice was done. So, it could resonate with any of those areas. Who knows what Spirit is going to ask me to share? What's the overall energy for Libra, Spirit? Beyond the ordinary. Well, that's true. There's something extraordinary about you. You're beyond the ordinary. Yeah, let's just take a quick peek at the book. Number 45. Is that 5? Yep. Get me specs. 45. 43? 45. Okay, so you could be 45 years old, or it adds up to a 9, so you could be born on a 9th of, if you are actually a Libra, that would be like October 9th or something like that, yeah? Or 9s could just be significant. We don't have to get so, okay. Okay, the mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known, clearly, in advance, and are not meant to be grasped intellectually. The awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. Kind of like closing out the old gym before the new gym opens. It doesn't make sense. Okay. But maybe I'm supposed to meet someone at the new gym that I'm going to join for a month. It's like that. Okay. Beyond our ordinary world, defined by our memory, our intellect, and our 5 senses, is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality, called by some the great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, but rather has its own way of working that is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what is to come, the nature of something, or where you're heading, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle, like me, and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things are, might be, or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not yet in place. Things may still be in flux, so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. Okay, so I'm not even going to finish reading that because it reminds me of a quote from my memoir where I say, hold on, let me get it. I say in this book, no one can predict the future, and anyone that says they can predict the future is lying. Okay, people that have psychic abilities and gift of foresight can only predict possible futures. Okay, we can only read the energy as it is right now. Since we have free will, every choice you make changes the possibility of the outcome. That's why I try to do a reading almost every day, because as we make different choices, there's different possible outcomes. Oh, earth magic. Number 1. All right. Look at this. Like feet on the ground. Maybe you need to get out and put your feet in the ground, do some grounding. I want to just see that. And another thing I always say, I don't know if this is in my memoir or not, it says, those who don't believe in magic never find it. If you don't believe a miracle could happen to you, then it won't. Right? You have to believe it's possible for it to actually happen. And you know what? Let God take care of the how, because, like sometimes people see like, oh my gosh, that was a miracle, or wow, only God could have done that. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay? Believe in magic and set your intentions, and there's a new moon on Sunday, I think. So write it down. Being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are part of the earth and she is part of you. All right, so yeah, that's like, there's something about like putting your feet there, like grounding. Actually, if you want to watch the movie, it's on YouTube. I believe it's called Earthing. There's electromagnetic energy. The earth is a living being, okay? And it's connected to us like we are connected to everything, right? I know in one of my last readings, I talked about this guy that was studying plants or something like that. And he gave a thought, he was like measuring their frequency or something. And he thought about like setting a plant on fire. And while he was measuring it, and the plant was like, no. And he was like, whoa, he stopped everything he was doing and he studied this for the next 20 years. We're connected to plants. We're connected to the earth, okay? So, I have a lot of nice trees. Maybe you need to get outside, touch your feet to the ground, touch a tree if you have questions that need answers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, there's something happening that is extraordinary. And I feel like this is looking like very starseed, earth angel type energy. So you're extraordinary, and I think you know it already. So something's happening, something magical, maybe something you've been manifesting. So get on top of that. It's called scripting. I also saw another thing that is really, I'm going to try this today if I have time. I have a really packed schedule today, but writing a letter to God as if your manifestation has already come in. Thanking him and describing in great detail how your life is now that your manifestation has come in. And then they say put it in a sealed envelope. Some people burn it, but I like to keep it because I've done that before and found it years later, and I was like, wow, and all the stuff actually happened. I was like, whoa. It's that weird. Also, vision boards. Spirit is urging me to share this one. I just made a new vision board maybe like last year or 2 years ago, and I was very intentional of what I put on it, because when I made one years ago, I cut out an ad of like the Tiffany key necklaces, and the reason I put it on there is I wanted like the key to success, the key to happiness, or something like that. And then my boyfriend at the time bought me one, a Tiffany key necklace. I was just like, I wasn't necessarily wanting one of those. And he didn't see the vision board. I don't let anyone see my vision board, So I was just kind of like, yeah, it was weird. Anyways, all right. What else do we need to know for Libra? That's why this time I was very intentional about what I put on my board. Freedom. Maybe this is what you're manifesting. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So this is probably what you're manifesting. Freedom and happiness. Okay? Freedom requires... this is like unsightly. Freedom, unfortunately, does require resources. So maybe you are trying to manifest the resources so that you can live your life the way that you want to live your life. Start the business that you want to start. Be creative instead of doing a 9-to-5 job, which is soul-sucking, and you're essentially helping someone else build their dream, and then one day you get fired, and you've dedicated 20 years of your life to building someone else's company. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I have a Libra friend. This guy, hopefully we're still friends. Trust. Like, he never lies. It's not even like white lie. Like, he would tell me the truth, even if it was like something I did not want to hear or would hurt my feelings. And I appreciated that, actually. I thought it was great. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, this is part of it, too, because, when we're trying to manifest something, a lot of times we're like, well, okay, let's say I want to manifest a certain amount of money to have my freedom. I don't know what it is that you want. You want to move, or you want to start a business or something like that. And it's like, seems like a lot of money. You've worked up all the numbers, and you're like, how exactly is the universe going to bring me that? It is not up for you to decide that. In fact, if you say, when you're trying to manifest, say a certain amount of money, and you're like, and I will get it by getting a raise at my job, you're limiting your manifestations, because it could come in any way, okay? You could have some long, distant family aunt that passes away and leaves you that exact amount in her will. Hopefully your family doesn't steal it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you would have never thought of that. So give the how and the when to God. Trust me on this. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Yeah. I feel like you have definitely visualized what it is you're trying to manifest. And first you have to get really clear on what you want. Sometimes people are like, I just want a new life. And it's like, well, what does that new life look like? Would you have a partner? Would you not have a partner? Where would you live? What kind of place would you live in? What kind of job would you do? What kind of friends would you have? What would you do on a day-to-day basis? If you're like, when I talk to friends like that, they're like, well, I don't know. Or you need to get really clear. The how and the when, you leave that up to the universe. God, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. The powerful, all that is. So don't doubt your manifestations too, because no matter what it is, it will come in if you believe it's possible. Like I said, you have to believe in magic to see it in your life. And I certainly do, because I see it every freaking day. Forgiveness. All right, well, you're trying to manifest forgiveness from someone else. You might not get it, but at least you can try. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah. Or maybe you need to forgive someone, because I'm telling you, holding on to resentment, hatred, anger, vindictiveness, it will block your manifestations from coming in. So let it go. If you were hoping to get an apology from someone, let it go. Because this person is in denial. They don't think they've done anything wrong, or they owe you any apology or anything. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yeah. Let it go. Some people just have what we call a mental illness, and they will never admit that they're wrong, and they don't think they're wrong. So why should they? So forgive them, let it go. This could be someone that was always trying to place doubt in your mind. That's ending. That's over. And like I said, the best way to reprogram your mind is daily affirmations, and you can make up your own. I got a lot of mine from The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ooh, something's happening. Maybe the divine has to like bring a tower moment to somewhere for you to get what you want. Bring it on. Whoa! Dang. You know what this is giving me? There's someone purposely trying to block your manifestations. They about to be up out of your way. Bye. You'll know who it is by who is gone. Real soon. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but get out the way. It's like, Moses, let my people go. Yeah. And Moses was able to part the Red Sea. A miracle. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. There is someone fighting you for your freedom. They do not want you to be free. In fact, they are working with others to make sure that you stay stuck in this place of doubt where they put you. I don't know if it's a parent, a parental figure, an ex, someone you had a family with, a sibling, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. They might be going to jail. So good. That's the Tower and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. It's almost like this person is so insecure because they have not done any healing work that they got to keep you down. They got to hire people, collaborate with people to keep you down, to feel beneath them. But except you are extraordinary. Oh, they didn't realize that. Well, and very intuitive and unconditionally loving. And by the way, that was right behind there too. So you could be a water sign. You don't have to be. But you're definitely, a very loving, kind, generous person. In touch with your intuition. Yeah. Okay. Someone is fighting you, sending you chaos, conflict. They're in competition with you because they want to have control. They don't want to give you your freedom. Sounds like mental illness to me. The sun. Okay. Something is going to be illuminated to you about how to end this cycle of burdens. Okay? Or it's going to be illuminated to the entire world that this person was purposely burdening you so that they could, feel like they had some sort of control or be superior or... Shit, I hope this is not a parent or something, but yeah. Oh, yeah, well, we've got Page of Wands and we've got Page of Cups. Could have a couple kids with this person. The Three of Wands, this is growth and expansion. They don't want you to grow and expand. They are spinning illusions about you. There's a big secret that is about to be revealed about this person. Or people. Sorry, I saw the Three of Pentacles. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be serious, but it's crazy. It's like... You need to be in a mental institution. Yeah. So, yeah, let go of your doubt. And the sun, you're about to be really happy. This is joy. Also, you could have Leo in your chart, or this could happen in Leo season, which is right around the corner. We just got to get through Cancer season. It's coming in fast. This clarity, something's... Yeah. It may be difficult because you're going to have to forgive someone. Whatever's going to come to light... What is this forgiveness about? Oh, okay. Yeah. Eight of Wands. You're going to get some communication after hearing nothing from someone that wants forgiveness that you might have to forgive. Or someone you've already forgiven. I don't know. Someone you work with. Someone from the past. Could have someone has Leo in your chart. You had to be really strong to get through whatever this is. This could be the person that is one of these 5 people. Oh, yeah. Someone you had a lover's connection with? Who cares? I feel like also this is you that had to do a lot of healing. The Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords. You've been meditating, you've been going within, and you're about to be shot forward. This is communication, but it's also the minor to the Chariot card. So fast forward movement, real fast forward movement. And maybe it comes right after you forgive someone. And they don't have to communicate with you. You can forgive them without getting an apology. It's very therapeutic because, you know, clearly this person is in denial. And we've got service in the reverse. They only serve themselves. They do nothing to help others. No. And their self-esteem is trash. Self-esteem in the reverse. They're insecure. So they act real arrogant. Yeah, one of those. The most arrogant people and prideful people have the lowest self-esteem. Oh, yeah. Pride. Okay. And they have they have zero empathy for you or anyone else. And this is how they want you. In grief. With no relationship. Okay. Oh, and here, sorry. Spirit's like, and they feel no guilt. Mental illness. This is someone who you know that should be on medication and is not. Yeah, that person. Crazy. All right. But it looks like you've done the healing work. You're about to get, something's going to be illuminated. And this could be something that you had gotten some, you know, an intuitive download about, but you kind of doubted it. You're like, I'm not sure, 100%. Oh, you will know for sure. In fact, the spotlight's going to be shown. I think everyone's going to know too. And you're going to be real happy. Yeah. I always look at the Page of Wands. This is like getting a message. And look at how she looks. She's like, happy. I'm so happy, but belong if you go. Sorry. I'm going to try to be normal. I'm not normal. But hey, at least I'm not mentally ill. There's that. I am totally sane. And it's not easy when you have psychic abilities to stay sane. But it is possible. So you have to stay grounded. What do we got here? Justice. I said this at the beginning of the reading. You're a Libra, so that's why an injustice was done to you, and justice is coming in, and it's in the form of your freedom from this group of people that were in competition with you or sending you chaos. Like, no. Freedom, I won't let you down. I will not give you up. Oh, someone that doesn't want to they want to hold on to your energy. And look at this. You're going to be able to move or travel or whatever. This is like Six of Swords is getting away from the Five of Swords, which is the nastiest energy. Thanks to the intervention of God. And possibly your spirit guide, who's a Page of Pentacles. I always think of Sammy as a Page of Pentacles. My son that passed away because he was a Capricorn. I know he's doing stuff behind the scenes. He knows the plans I'm making, and he is helping me. In fact, just the other day, like when I get a confirmation from him, I get whole body tingles starting from my head. It's like, you know, and so I thought of something and I was like, oh, that's why. And then I got the tingles. I was like, baby. Look, I may be nobody special, but Sammy is one of God's favorite people. So, that kid is special. I'm not going to cry. All right. Ace of Wands. That's right. You're going to have a passionate new beginning. You could have a creative project that's going to take off, and somebody might be in their feelings about it. Five of Wands again. Oh, I'm all in my feelings. About someone getting justice and freedom from my abusive, tyrannical, mentally ill ass. Well, oh, they owe you money. Looks like it might be a court situation where they have to pay you what they owe you. And you know what? God is saying it's because you did the healing work. Nobody gets blessings from God without doing, thank you, Spirit, the work. Oh my gosh. Okay. The downloads are coming crazy. Like, you've been through enough. Okay. And this is the wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands. You never gave up. Oh, no. Because you believed it was possible, and good for you. The moon. Oh, yeah. There's been a lot that's been hidden behind the scenes from you, and I don't think you really care. It's like, pay me my money and give me my freedom. I'm out. Yeah. It's going to make you very happy. This is what you're manifesting, okay? It might be shocking to people how it comes in. It might even shock you, but you never doubted. You've been praying for this for a long time. Four of Swords is also praying. You've been, your faith never wavered. You might have gotten impatient. I know I have gotten impatient. But you never stopped working. You knew the truth. You're about to have a breakthrough, clarity. Thank you. I get so excited. The wheel is turning in your favor, and you are going to have victory. And I feel like, you may have doubted it in the past, but I feel like this is these other people that were doubting it. But yet they put so much effort to try to keep you where you are. Like stuck without freedom, which was an injustice, because they owe you money, or they owe you something. They doubted you. But yet they spent so much time working to try to keep you like, oh yeah, because you're the Empress. Could have had children with this person? Of course you did. You wouldn't be the first person to have children with a demon child. Right? Yeah. We all make mistakes. One of my affirmations is calling back all my energy and power. I call back everything that was stolen from me. Time, energy, money, property, my dignity. And I actually start looking younger and younger every day. So I'm calling back that time. Oh, yeah. Queen of Wands. You are going to be able to walk away. Look how happy she is. You could have fire somewhere in your chart. I feel like your confidence in your magic is what made this all possible. The Queen of Wands is very independent. She's very ambitious, creative, and she don't give an F what anyone thinks of her. Her confidence never shakes her confidence. Everybody that left you out in the cold or that kept you broke on purpose because they didn't give you the Six of Pentacles, you're walking away. Yeah, you'll probably have to forgive them too because it's a real shitty thing to do, but this kind of goes with the reading last night. The Magician. That's right. You have been manifesting your ships coming in, growth and expansion, even, wherever you are. Don't doubt your magic, okay? Magic could just be manifestation, okay? I don't have to get all witchy here. I do not identify as a witch, and I would never do witchcraft. Yeah, this has something to do with a devil you married. This is like literally... These Five of Wands people could have been doing black magic too. I'm going to keep you stuck. Oh, let me harvest the Queen of Wands Empress's energy. Because I can't get that light myself. By the way, newsflash, they can get their own light. It would require them to do their own healing. And they don't want to do that. They'd rather siphon from you and just keep you in a certain place where they can continue to use you and siphon you. It's like, well, yeah. Your magic, and you don't even do witchcraft, is stronger than their voodoo. A whole Spirit says that's the truth. A whole group of people doing it. Thank you, Spirit. I love it. You're about to shine, baby. Bring it on. Seven of Cups. And they're going to wonder, King of Swords, someone you divorced from, they're going to be like, how did this person do it? It's called divine intervention. Like, my prayers actually work because I did the inner work. I did the healing. I went through all of it. Oh, they're stressed because they already know. They keep trying to sow doubt in your mind, but they already know. They wanted to keep you stuck somewhere. Could be a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, they're going to be left confused. And without access to your energy, certain their life is going to fall right apart. Unless they could quickly find someone else to siphon energy from. The devil. See, I talked about this in my reading last night. Like I said, if you're on Substack, you're going to have to go watch on YouTube. I talked about people that have demonic attachments. And actually, I just watched this thing on it was a short on Instagram, I think. And I saved it, so I'm gonna pin it in the comments about how to spot a destiny swapper, a monitoring spirit, a warlock, a witch, someone doing sex magic on you. It was really very interesting. But yeah, you're going to get a big old chunk of change that they owe you, and you're going to start a new life, which is probably what exactly you're manifesting if this reading resonates with you. The sun again. And it's going to be exposed. Everybody's going to know this person's a demon. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe they were trying to spin some sort of illusion about you. Maybe they were trying to, make people confused that wanted to partner up with you. Yeah, they had to use black magic. It's like, okay. Psycho. Okay. Nine of Swords. Oh, they're stressed out. Didn't I just say they could have been using black magic to send illusions to someone you wanted to partner up with? Looks like you might reunite with them. This is a reconciliation. They're stressed about that. Meanwhile, it has absolutely nothing to do with them. It's going to lead to the Chariot. And so I see the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is the thief from yesterday. But also, this could be like, just keep things quiet. Sneak around. Don't tell anybody anything. Don't. They might be in jail soon, so that's good. They are a thief, right? That's probably why they're stressed. They could even be stressed that you forgave them already, because then you, like, they don't have any, like, power over you, because you have to understand an energy vampire, they thrive. Oh, this person's probably binding you too. They thrive off the conflict. If they could get energy from you, they get rise out of you. They're harvesting energy, right? So you're like, oh, I forgive you. This is stressing. Forgiveness is stressing them out because they can't suck the energy anymore. Yeah, this is someone from your past, of course. They've been binding you for a long time, putting doubt in your mind. Meanwhile, they're working with a bunch of people doing voodoo, and your magic is stronger. Oh, but they're spying. They're spying on the star seed. The star. You could be about to be a star or be in the spotlight, because heck yeah, you're extraordinary. This is, beyond the ordinary. You're not from this planet, are you? I know you're not. I'm not either. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, the Five of Swords, they really tried it. Yeah, Five of Swords is the worst. They wanted to win at all costs. What they wanted to win, I don't know. But, yeah. Okay. This is them. They're spying. They're stressed out, but they're still trying it. They're lying. They're stealing. They're probably doing things to make you stressed if they can. But you're like, I forgive you. And it just makes them even more mad. They already know you're on the Chariot. Once you get on the Chariot, and only the Emperor drives the Chariot. So if you're a woman, that means you're in your masculine energy. Okay? You have taken complete control and authority of your life. Do you want to try to stop this Chariot? Because you're going to get run down. Oh, but they are still trying. You're going to get run over. Take medicine. They're mentally ill. Yeah. You're about to be so happy. And probably famous. But this is someone in your family or someone you had a family with. It could be a parental figure. Who cares? Yeah, because you went within and you learned what you needed to learn from each challenge and each heartbreak. And you took action and got yourself to work. Even as a woman, you're in your masculine energy. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, because I'm sorry, the state of the world and men today, they can't even, like, plan dates. They can't even, like, call you. Yeah. We're pretty much all in our masculine energy, and it's gotten to the point where we barely need men anymore. It's kind of sad, actually. There are two good men in this world. I know for sure. Well, my dad and my two sons. Because I raised them to be that way. Oh, yeah. There are good men out there, though. I am certain of it. Personally, I only need one. They need to have done the healing work, though. Or at least acknowledged it and started on it. Otherwise, it'll never work. But, I do intimidate men because I can see right through them. I did date a Libra guy briefly that could see right through me, and I was like, oh. I actually liked it because I was like, wow, I could really grow and learn from this, but it didn't work out. Torch on. Attracting attention from suitors. Recognition in life, promotion, ideas, hard work will be rewarded, happy. Yeah, baby, that's the 6 of Wands. Your hard work is paying off. I like this deck. It's just small. Hammer, build something positive. Justice. That was the first card out of the clarifiers. Something was unfair, but it's going to be made right. Finding solutions to a difficult problem. Breaking things down into smaller steps. Yeah. I feel like you have been through a lot. You've been a lot too, but that's good. I was thinking of making my own meme that's like me dressed up. It's like, I am too much. Go find less. But you've been through a lot. 42. This one is 90. Okay, hammer. You've been hammering away at something, whatever it is, your manifestations, a business you started, maybe you're at the gym, or focusing on your health. Weapons. Ooh. Reconciliation. Okay. Weapons and reconciliation. That is a weird combo. Think things through. Be careful of risky investments in people. Gather info about surroundings and people. Weapons and reconciliation is just a weird thing to have in the same card. Use your mind as a weapon. You need to really get to know someone before you reconcile with them. Maybe you're like me and just jumped into things too soon. Take your time. Start as friends, If they run away, then they were never for you in the first place. It's all good. There are other men or women. There's in fact like 8 or 9 billion people in the world. It's amazing. Rope, surrounded by support and protection, achieving goals and laying down roots, firm foundation and plans towards goals. Okay, 76. So you've been working really hard, laying a firm foundation, and you are about to be you are surrounded by support and protection. It could just be your spirit guides. Like I said in my reading yesterday, when my shaman did a healing on me, which I do regularly, gold. It was a massive woman in like a white robe, and she, like massive, meaning like a huge angel. She kept saying it's impressive. I've never seen anything like it. And she's been a shaman for a long time. I was like, thank you, whatever her name is. Gold, hiding yourself from others. Greed and temptation. Scandals, stinginess, squander, spendthrift. Okay. So if you've been hiding yourself from others, you won't be able to anymore. And this greedy person has been hiding that they're greedy and that they squander their money and they don't share. Because clearly, look. Something unfair happened. They didn't give you what's yours. 6 of Pentacles is giving and receive, like an equal give and take, giving and receiving. That didn't happen. It may happen by force, or you may get it some other miraculous way. Like I said, the how, it's not up to you. Leave it up to God. I forgot to put on like blush. Oh well. I don't know why I just thought of that. Weird thing to think of. Key, becoming more antisocial. Denial, unexpected changes, overwhelmed, closing, more powerful and controlling. Okay, so overwhelmed, closing. I feel like this person is trying to get more overwhelming and controlling, and there it was, did I say, yeah, they're in denial. Number 47. Yeah, but I don't know why this stupid person keeps coming up. Anyway, I'm going to take it over to the extended. So if this is your reading, click the join button and follow me over there. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye.